What's up, everybody? So check this out. We've been talking a lot today, or I've been talking a lot today about the DCEU and the multiverse, multiple world theory, the quantum theory, quantum physics, all of this shit. So if you know anything about this, and I don't know a lot about this, it's just shit that I've been learning recently. The multiple world theory is quantum physics basically saying multiple points can be computed at one time. So then they find out like the building blocks of space is actually cubes. And that's what made me go to this direction when I saw the Zack Snyder t-shirt. And around it was a cube, it was cubed. So you instantly think of quantum physics when you see that, and you instantly think of AI when you see that. So, also that it's a theory inside of this quantum physics called the multiple world theory, which fits DC perfect. So I took that theory and I've been watching Batman vs. Superman today, and I see Zack Snyder has been showing us the multiple world theory long time ago. He's been showing multiple worlds in the DC universe. I saw it since Batman vs. Superman. I haven't looked at it in Man of Steel yet with this type of pattern or spreadsheet I got to figure out. So it's just been Batman vs. Superman. So now I'm seeing that there can be multiple things going on at once that's the same thing, but just slightly different. Like the beginning fight between Batman versus Superman, it's the same thing as the ending of the nightmare scene when Superman punches through his chest. The scene when Batman is trying to get the kryptonite from LexCorp, when he, tagged the truck with the sniper rifle. It's the same scene as the beginning nightmare scene when Batman comes out with goggles, binoculars, and a assault rifle. Notice Batman had a gun in both of those scenes because it's the same thing. When he's standing on the crane looking down at the trucks with the sniper rifle, it's exactly like him standing over the city looking down at the Omega symbol. It's the exact same scene. And then at the very end, he lifts up the green in the nightmare scene. He lifts up the box inside of the truck. He looks inside of the green light, but it wasn't kryptonite. At the same time happening in quantum physics, the exact same time, just in a different world, Lex Luthor lifts up the box and he sees green kryptonite. That's what DC can do, because at the exact same time as what they're showing you, there's something else going on also. And Zack Snyder has been obviously showing us that. We just didn't know what we were looking at. But now when we put it in the lens of quantum physics, we know even more of what we're looking at. So now I've seen, I started watching Batman vs. Superman with a different lens, and I'm starting to see more of the multiple world theory. I'm starting to see more of the quantum physics, and I'm starting to see more of how the story connects. So now I looked at this one scene when Bruce Wayne goes to the Lex event at his house. He pulls up in his Jaguar, walks on the red carpet. In the background, there's a bunch of wheat. At the end of that scene, when Diana leaves him after she steals the hard drives and drives away, there's a bunch of wheat on the red carpet. So then you can study, and then you would see what wheat symbolizes. Wheat in Egyptian symbolizes, it's a glyph for Osiris. So then now you can match up, why would Zack Snyder want to remind us of Osiris? Oh, wow. Osiris' story matches up Batman's story. Osiris is the lord of the underworld. Batman is Bat. He comes from the caves underground. But the part of his story that we haven't seen yet is his story of his wife and kid, Isis, and his son, Horus. So now what made me think about this, because on the Zack Snyder shirt, there's a pillar with wheat at the bottom of it. And at the top of that pillar, there's the Eye of Horus, which, of course, we know means radiation. It means radiation at the light of the beginning of creation. Horus, and Horus is the sun over the horizon, radiation. So why would that be connected with Bruce Wayne? Why would he be Osiris? So then you see Diana drive away and you see the wheat again. You're like, oh shit, Diana's Isis. Oh, it makes so much more sense now. So now the t-shirt makes so much more sense because the tears and the sperm symbol is leaving Batman and going into a baby. Oh, it makes so much more sense now because the baby is the Horus, the risen sun, which means, long story short, if you put the stories together, Batman and Diana had a baby together. And that was the mix of the God and man. It wasn't Lois and it wasn't Clark's baby that was the mix. They lost their baby because Clark died, which sent the world into a nightmare sequence. So the next best thing creation is going to find was Diana and Bruce. They had a baby. So check this out. This is all speculation, of course, but look at this. Look how it matches up. Diana and Bruce had a baby and was going to be the resurrection, Horus. I'm just thinking this. So they had a baby. Bruce Wayne was kind of involved in Lois losing her baby, which means the reason why Superman punched through his heart. So in one of Bruce Wayne's timeline, he feels guilty for that. And he not only impregnates Wonder Woman, but he gives his life because he was responsible for Lois losing her life. Just something to think about, because now I can put it together even more, because Diana, let's talk about quantum physics. The same thing that was going on at one time, Diana was fighting Ares, right? Steve Trevor committed suicide and blew the bombs up himself in the plane, right? Quantum physics says that same situation happened again in another universe. What if Batman now is Steve Trevor that commits suicide while Diana is fighting not Ares, but Darkseid? That's quantum physics. What happened before will happen again. Or it is happening at the same time it happened before. So the same situation as Diana and Steve Trevor probably would rewind itself to be Diana and Bruce Wayne in another series. But instead of this time, Steve Trevor didn't get Diana pregnant. Bruce Wayne would have gotten Diana pregnant, because Bruce Wayne inherits Superman's timeline because Flash came to talk to Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne went to go fuck up Superman's timeline, which he did, and which is the beginning of the nightmare sequence, which caused the world to go to the nightmare sequence. So if Bruce Wayne goes to fuck up Superman's timeline, then he inherits Superman's timeline. So the Lois and Clark now moves to Bruce and Diana. Just a thought. Tell me what you think.